Alrighty, let's see if this thing's going. If it's working fine. Let's give it a looky-loo all the way over yonder. Yo. Oh, and a bottle of rum. Whatever. Ooh, the UI is so effing different if you're trying to freaking set up a stream. That is weird. Weird. So let's check on over, see if we're actually live, if things are working. Because I've never done this before. Just popped my cherry in a weird way. Mazel tov. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, right. The mobile app for Twitch just effing sucks. Nah, you're all good. You are all good. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, I'd say we're freaking live. The volume going on this. Some wonderful reverb, probably. Yeah, I think we're good. Wonderful. Lovely. This thing properly set up so it's saying elemental gimmick gear is what the heck I'm playing? Who knows? Yeah. I would say it is. Cool. Heck yeah. I think we in there. The year is, I don't know, 2000, the distant future. It is officially, noon PM. Done. Just hearing my freaking Dreamcast chug along. Oh, it's trying so hard, man. Old hardware. It does not like having to move anymore. It's a geriatric of a game system. Ooh. Girl, how the heck is your copy of Elemental Gimmick Gear working better than anything I've tossed into my GameCube or PS2 in, like, years? Don't lie to me that you took good care of it. Freaking, it was in a freaking, like, desert. It was in a freaking desert. Your copy of one of the rarest games on the effing system just immediately starts up. I don't even think I got Mach-N X working immediately on the effing system. I'm not surprised your brother wasn't into this, or no one else was, actually. I would not be beyond the fact that your mom would have tried this well high as F.
Crazy taxi. Have this like other car race game. It was slip for people.
Oh yeah, speed doubles.
Yeah.
Speed doubles. Yeah, my best friend Michael has been obsessed with speed doubles since he got it once for like Christmas as a kid. And yeah, I think I made sure, because you guys had like 2 or 3 copies we brought home. I made sure we kept one that worked and gave him one, I think. Because like, yeah, he used to be highly obsessed with it, but he could never remember what Speed Devils was. Because I think it just has like weird RPG mechanics, like you level up and like upgrade your car. Yeah, it's effing awesome. Dreamcast had a lot of good stuff. I'm really glad to be playing this too, just in general. Frickin' I've been wanting to grab this since I started collecting. Yeah, we went to your frickin', like, just spent some time with your family, whether we wanted to or not, and then just like, yeah, by the way, we're taking all of your childhood games home with us. It is, yeah, that's worth being upset. Is the Wii Grudge game nowadays? Probably, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, so you probably got it, gosh, what, end of the Wii era if it was 90 already at that point? Probably something like that. Yeah, it's about right for any interaction between the thing, your mom, and you at any point. That is so on point for everything. Oh, I guess I should preface, for anyone possibly watching this as a VOD, my fiance is right next to me. If you can't hear, sorry, I guess you're SOL. I'm gonna be pretending like I'm talking to someone else then the entire time. This is her childhood game that she grew up with, and it is rare as all F. This has been on a hidden gem list since I started collecting video games that I've never been able to find a copy. It's over $100-something. And hers just works well. Wild. It's a Zelda clone.
People named it Elemental Gimmick Gear.
I think it's just a top-down Zelda clone, actually, yeah. If I remember right. Then again, your interactions with like Zelda games over the years was what? Breath of the Wild and Hyrule Warriors. That's it. Yeah.
E.G.G's cup.
Michael and I are like devout top-down Zelda fans. Way better than any 3D Zelda anything's ever done. Probably. I mean, there's a naked dude on screen right now, so definitely. I don't want to imagine how this would have affected Michael if he grabbed it when he was a kid. The man was obsessed with Chris Redfield for... I think he still is. And he got Resident Evil 1 at the age of 7. At the age of 7.5, he was LARPing with his neighbors, being Jill in the Jill sandwich.
After Yam.
I hope everyone's named after frickin' veggies and stuff. The Yam Archaeological Lab. Excavated items, including the sleeper, are kept here in original condition. Not even hidden A, this is just going. This is still a cutscene. Celine, she's love interest. The age of the remains was specified later, right? Right. It was proven that it existed 5,000 years ago. How'd you carbon date a living person? How does that work? Hand wave it, who cares? They can carbon date living material. That means our Mr. Handsome is over 5,000 years old. Eyewitnesses of the past who has never been awakened. These years starting today. I have to read this quickly with how it's going on screen correctly. You are my best student. You may be something, I don't know, I didn't catch it quick enough. Don't wake him up with a kiss. Scientists must always be scientific. She would kiss him because she's girl. And be objective, right? You may kiss him, Professor. Oh, she's got some clapback, though. Guess that was a bad joke. Will devote yourself to the research in that manner. I'm counting on you, Celine. What company even did this? I'm gonna have to grab the case here in a second. Freaking complete in box. This thing's like a... How did you just have this? Sleeper. It's a dull name. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to name you. Let's see. JRPG naming scheme. Here we go. Leon. Oh, yeah.
And it's very excited. It's like a... What was the Nintendo console rectangle controller?
Yeah, the NES, yeah. Nintendo Entertainment System. Yeah.
I got it.
I mean, to be fair, it's a massive upgrade.
Up there? Because we never bought games again. It was, they bought a whole bunch of them.
That sounds so on par with your parents, just like, hey, we got a new system. I'm grabbing everything I want and then never looking ever again. Hansy, yeah, I'm gonna be called Hansy. I don't know what the heck you guys were expecting. I always name my character that. 3 years later, Ancient Ruin. Gosh, making so much progress just immediately. First I went ahead 5,000 years, now I went ahead 3 years. Gosh dang. It's good. It's good. Darn, this is also dark and empty. What kind of super civilization ruin is this? There are no treasures anywhere. I mean, things made of metal. Probably really good metal everywhere. How is it? Did you find anything? Looks like this is the deepest we can go. There isn't anything. After all this work. I hate the fact that I just immediately lean into a Surfer Bra accent all the time now. We can't return empty-handed. Boss will kill us if we don't find anything this time. Just that one D&D, like, frickin' campaign character. Oh my gosh. Look, something shining over there. Oh, you mean the one pathway forward? I should have looked there. This panel is glowing. With my skill, this system will there. Oh man, the RPGs love their ancient tech. What's this? Oh, it's all, oh cool. It's just an evil AI thing. Oh heck yeah, man. System Shock vibes. I'm sorry. Yeah, who cares? It's Friday night. Got one of the rarest games on the system. Just Dreamcast and chill vibes. Oh yeah, this is fine. This is. How much you want to bet the devs were like inspired by some Ghibli? Yeah, it feels almost Laputa-y. I don't even know if I said that right. I've never even watched Laputa. We own, yeah, we own like everything except like the most recent two, because I got you that box set of like everything. Yeah, the old box set looked like it was better. All we got are a bunch of sleeves with discs in them.
Big.
The ruin suddenly came active, as if it had a life.
And this game has voice acting and Pokemon still does it in the year of 2026. The absolute F.
People run helpless.
What the heck is Game Freak just outright telling people, no, we can't do voice acting?
Streets.
Elemental Gimmick Gear has voice acting. You guys even know what the budget of Elemental Gimmick Gear was? No, you don't. Nobody knows any info about this game. F that. They had voice acting.
They never stopped breeding. They kept growing and expanding.
Oh yeah, this is very Ghibli.
Breathe out, and a thick fog surrounded it.
Ghibli is all about like civilization and tech overtaking nature bad. And how long after like Ghibli, like the dude behind the main studio, how long after he dies before people start arguing that he wasn't like actually a major against corporatization capitalist dude? No, they're going to argue it all the same. Handsy. You need to pay extra to do what the heck you're doing, girl. What? Yeah, this is a JRPG through and through. This has been nothing but 12 minutes of cutscenes, 13 actually. Did the preserving machine break or something? I didn't catch that. Can it be? Are you awake, Hansy?
I have this and the opening was so obnoxious.
Oh, yeah. JRPGs are horrible about how long openings are. That is so effing fair. I will never get over how long, what is it? Z? Nutty? Is that my name? Why do I look like Ken from Fist of the North Star? What the heck? I just call you that. Nobody really named you the real name. I like how I'm just like bare-balling it here and perfectly confident. No, I can't remember anything. You don't have any memory? Might be the long sleep. I'm 5,000 years old. Does that mean I was before frickin' biblical people think humans left Eden? So that's why I don't care that I'm naked. Anyway, let me get you something to wear and I'll explain the situation. Follow me, Hansy. Okay, are we actually in control? No, I will never get over the opening of Xenosaga on the PS2. I don't know how long it is, but I just remember it taking so long. Because, back in the day, it's still going. I'll wait, tell the story until afterward. It looks good on you, something, something. Not one person in the present world knows your past. The only way to get your memory back is to find clues by yourself. A weird assumption. It's dangerous, but the best thing is to check Fogna first. I mean, sure. Do you recognize this? This machine was excavated with you in it. People now call it Elemental Gimmick Gear. Title drop. Damn, man. Egg. Okay, cool. I think we're actually in control. Awesome. Finally done with the opening. Does that mean my character is trans and doesn't want to come out? Anyways. Yeah, like back in the day, my brothers and I would always get a game, and I haven't told anyone that you have awakened yet. It'll be a sensation, but this is the best way. Head towards Fogna. You're not good at your job, you know that? You're supposed to research me, and you immediately just sent me out into the world like, yeah, go do stuff. I don't really care. Okay, we gotta, like, ooh. Okay, yeah, sure. I understand nothing that's happening right now, but yeah. Oh, there's even a block? What the heck? Yeah, I'm assuming this icon right here means I can't walk through here in my Gimmick Gear, which means I'm gonna be able to come out and do various stuff. Is this just Blaster Master but F in Zelda? The absolute F? Anyways, my brothers would get games and we'd all just like spend a Friday night playing a bit of it and figuring out what's going on. I remember getting my brother Katamari Damacy, the first one, on PS2 for like Christmas, and we just beat it that night. But it's still a fun game to replay and all that. And I remember my brother, because Weeabro, my older brother, was a weeaboo, obsessed, absolutely effing obsessed with anything Japanese anime, whatever. So of course he got Xenosaga 1, and we played that, and it just, the opening just never ended the entire night. I think we finally got to a save point and just put off the opening cutscene of this game for a different day. That's how long the opening of Xenosaga is. You're in a unique egg. I feel I've seen it. Fucking loser. I can't believe the technology for these effing, like, mech suits. It's been around for what? Just a hand... Oh, 103 years. You know what? That makes a bit more sense. See, I was too busy talking constantly to hear the 100 years at the start. I just saw the 3 years when the dudes were, like, excavating the ruin that, you know, my character came out of. And they were just now re-excavating it 103 years later. What the absolute F?
People were afraid of it.
Yeah, whatever. People are always trying to make money. Yes. Yeah, exactly. That would have happened within the first month. That would have happened by the time they found my body. There would be other people already in there activating it. That's why you can't have cultural sites. That's why you can't have archaeological digs. The second people find out, they start grave robbing. There is legit a definition of when it, like, changes from grave robbing to archaeology, and I do not know it. There is a definable, yeah, I don't know it. Whatever. Mr. Egg over there, will you please donate? We're under the command of Lucky and are raising funds to start a business. Even one Gabaro will help. Dude, I don't even have fucking any Gabaro. I can't even say no. Wait, hold up. I can't say no? Dude. I've had some effing pushy, like, dudes on the sides of the street, but what the F? That's why I'm so good anytime someone's asking for money that I just, like, stare straight ahead and I walk past them. Because, like, 9 times out of 10 nowadays, it's not a freaking actual person that needs it. I donate my time for that. I used to constantly go to the soup kitchen and donate my time. I ain't handing people money. I can't even say no. It's like a you simulator. Little Miss Lucky Dollar handed it off to the first person who dare ask.
Do that anymore?
Not anymore, but you did it, I want to say 3 times when we started dating. I love you. Oh, that's too bad. Okay, I can just hit B. Amount of total donated. Okay. What I know about JRPGs is around this time frame, this is probably something to constantly build up towards, and it will affect something. I don't know if that's going to eventually, like, make this run down area start looking good. I don't know if it will open a shop where I can get a magic armor that eats all my money when I wear it, but I can't take damage. I don't know what the heck's gonna go on. But something will happen if I donate all that stuff. Yeah, you shouldn't. F that, dude. It's probably how you get like a great weapon or equipment or something. I don't know. Who cares? My business is to look for parts, but I can't even leave town. There are lots of parts in Fogna, but I can't go in there now. Oh no. Look at this. This looks like part of a freaking drink. It's a bottle. Take that. Ever hear about recycling, effing loser? Man, this game is weirdly beautifully made. Like, it looks like a... Gosh. I feel like I've seen this art style somewhere. It feels like it would be a perfect, like, puzzle. Harry, that's dangerous. Stop it. Well, at least we're actually in control of frickin'... It's fine. Nope, we're no longer in control. Wow! Harry! Oh, we're only in control of her talking, not him. Why? 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 Yeah, it feels like it would be a great puzzle. I feel like I've seen this art style somewhere, and then just having the... I want to say every character is a 3D model, but they're so compressed and so low quality that they almost look like SNES sprite work. It's really good to look at, actually. Like, they fit in the setting.
It gets better.
It gets better? It gets better. Okay. Oh no. Whatever will I do? This puzzle. What could it mean?
There's actually like a lot of puzzles. I don't want to say I was good at them, but I got pretty far in it. I think the furthest I got in the game was boss fight. I couldn't figure out how to...
That's about right. I want to say, so I mentioned that my favorite Zeldas or whatever were top-down ones. Same with Michael or whatever. And I want to say one of the games that got me into gaming was Link's Awakening. So Link's Awakening has a boss fight that I could not figure out as a kid. And it's a genie boss fight. So basically, what is it? He'd pop out of his bottle and attack you, and you couldn't hurt him. And then he'd pop back into his bottle. Lo and behold, it's obscenely simple, and I was just a stupid child. My stupid child brain. Oh, death. Lovely. Cool. I love death. Anyways, weird figuring out exactly all the controls yet. Oh, right, there's triggers as well. Oh, freaking there's an equip screen? Awesome. Effing awesome. Still haven't figured anything out, but awesome. I don't know how to break this. Come back later, because I want to talk about this stupid story about me being a stupid child. Anyways, yeah, it's super simple, actually. Coming to it maybe like 1 year later as a slightly more knowledgeable, idiotic child, I immediately picked up the fact, like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to pick up the bottle when he's in it, throw it, to break it constantly, and, you know, just until the bottle's broken, you can't hurt him, but once it is, congrats, you can just bail on him. Okay, we can push it over here. Awesome. This is officially one of the things I'm doing now. Is it smart? Probably not. Just break this too? No. Man, ancient puzzles from ancient JRPGs are confusing. I've officially lost interest. I'm gonna go somewhere else. I got better stuff to do. And that's the actual issue with the effing Surfer Bra accent. It, like, I legit exude it sometimes when I start doing it. Like, I just exude the energy of, like, whatever, man, let's do this. Oh, hey, new freaking cutscene. There we go. There you are, you pirate. Sure. Let's fight. Heck yeah, man, let's throw down. Oh wait, does it actually have like a battle system?
Yeah.
Oh my effing gosh, it's not just overworld? Now loading Justice Horn. Okay. Oh my effing gosh, what? Oh my god. What is anything, man? I'm already 5 HP down because I was stupid and freaking like fell down and like beginner tutorial puzzle. No. Oh gosh. Oh, it's totally doable. I just freaking... Yeah, exactly. One of those games that just doesn't give you a tutorial. And that's not a bad thing. I actually prefer that to a slight degree. A kid? Why do I just look like Ken from Fist of the North Star? Like, seriously. Whatever. That's... I want Fist of the North Star, like, fitness boxing on the Switch. I just want that. I think I watched, like, maybe 10 minutes of Fist of the North Star when I was, like, 7. And I've been yearning for it ever since. Not to watch it, because I feel like I'd never be able to, like, sit through a single episode. It's that old level of anime. But I just yearn for all the meme nonsense and just the horrible hyper-masculinity.
Yeah.
It's a weird vibe, man. A kid. Who is beaten by that kid? Get out of this town. Okay, kid. What? What is this? There aren't any reinforcing parts. Wow, kid, are you happy about basically beating up the equivalent of a cripple in a freaking, like, mech fight? You proud of yourself? Oh no. Are you also poor like me? Yeah, you punched down, idiot. I'm not even poor. If you have reinforcing parts, that means you have some sort of money. I don't even have that. Like, I am nothing. Like, kid, all I have is my wonderful face. And you punched it. F you. Who are you? I'm lucky. I'm the boss of the kids in town. The absolute F, you just go around punching random people in mechs? Dude. I was certain that you were a pirate. What? What gave you that inclination? I don't know, you just kind of walk around like one. I'm gonna slap this bitch. Yeah, there's no way you can be a pirate with your carefree face. Wait, what? Go back to my character's face real quick. Carefree face? What? I protect the peace in this town to tease someone poor like us. I failed. You have failed. My carefree face. Look at that. My effing carefree face. Like, I have a scar over my eye. I think I'm wearing a, like, popped collar leather jacket. I think legit it is just Ken from Fist of the North Star. My carefree face. What in the absolute F is this kid smoking?
Hands, he's like, what?
Honestly, I kind of love it because I look intimidating IRL. If a kid just like, yeah, with your freaking like super nice face, I feel like it would heal the damage that what my brother's one girlfriend did all those years ago when she said, you know, if I didn't know you, you'd be scary. Yeah, I don't think I've ever healed from that one freaking line that she just dropped out of nowhere. We were just like chilling, like about to go somewhere, both in the vehicle. My brother's about to get into like the driver's seat and she just drops that shit. I just had to freaking like shake it off and be like, yeah, let's go to that party, right? Just, oh my effing gosh. Sorry, I'm so sorry for teasing the weak. I'm gonna beat the crap out of this kid. He is in such a high horse position right now because he punched me with a machine that was outfitted to punch things better than my machine. Oh my. Like, I probably have like I don't know, muscle deterioration. Obscene. Yeah. Like, just obscene muscle deterioration. This kid's just like, yeah, I beat up this one dude, man. I'm so effing awesome. I'm so sorry for teasing you. You're so weak. Meanwhile, I'm the equivalent of a coma patient in a wheelchair. And he's just like, yeah, I can't believe, I'm so sorry for beating up the weakest person, the weakest ever that was ever weak. And it's just like, boy, the second I get through physical therapy, I am going to outright slap you. Like, oh my effing God. As an apology, please accept this. Attack capsule. I got an attack capsule. Your attacking power will increase if you gather 3 of these red capsules. Oh, so we get like stat ups, freaking Zelda style heart containers? Yeah, I can dig that. Okay, so like these people were freaking influenced by Ghibli, Fist of the North Star, and I'm going to say Dragon Ball / Dragon Ball Z. Because, you know what? You've never even watched Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z, have you?
I watched some of it, of one of them, I think, but there was so long-winded.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z, I can't stand it either. Apparently, like, the newest version of it, I think it's called, like, Dragon Ball Z Kai or something, legit cuts out, like, I want to say 90% of everything, just because they know it's super long-winded. But it is just the first, like, series of Dragon Ball Z with all that cut out. So people are like, yeah, it's great. And other people are like, yeah, but I like the filler episode where they legit just learned how to take a driver's test. That was actually really nice, and they cut that out. Just like some of that stuff got cut out too. But Dragon Ball, a lot more solid pacing-wise. I think I've mentioned that countless times. We need to watch it sometime. I love it a lot more than Z. I don't like Z. Yeah, anyways... In the setting, one of the girls is super effing rich, and that's because she's a second generational of the scientist dude and his hot effing trophy wife. Legit, it's like a freaking, like, hunched over scientist dude with like a freaking broom mustache. And his trophy wife, who is a blonde ditzy bimbo. I shit you not. That is legit. That's always been in Dragon Ball lore. That's just Bulma's parents. And she's a second generational, and the scientists made this new technology that are capsules. So it looks like a little, like, maybe inch big thing with like a plunger that you'd push down on it, and then you toss it out, and it just magically expands into something. She has like a full house that she's camping in because of this setup. She can just toss out a freaking motorcycle or a vehicle because it's just in this freaking capsule setup. So when they say you have an attack capsule, I'm just thinking Dragon Ball, man. That was a massive rant of me just staring at this kid that's totally slappable. There are a variety of other types too. Try to find them yourself. Appreciate it, loser. Oh yeah, I will entertain you anytime. Did this kid just outright say, yeah, I'll throw down anytime you want. You're not going to win.
Yeah, I think you just have to punch it.
You know, just, goddamn. Signal by punching this. Let's fight again. I want to beat him up so effing bad, but I know I'm not good enough and cool enough. I really ain't. Such a loser. Such a coma-induced loser with muscle deterioration. Herb's junk shop. Okay, sure. What you got going on, man? You're Bob. You're not even Herb. I don't want to talk to you. Hello, I'm Bob, the buyer. Wait, what? Did you know a rock called Element is produced here? Can you just imagine going into any store and just like perusing the shelves, and you talk to someone who you think is an employee, and they're like, hey, yeah, I'm Jeffrey, the purchaser. I'm here to purchase items from the store. It's like, wait, what? What? There are 4 types of elements: red, blue, yellow, and green. You can exert great power from them. Oh, please don't tell me this thing works like Chrono Cross. I cannot do Chrono Cross. Chrono Cross has a horrible battle system. I cannot do that, man. There's a reason everyone likes Chrono Trigger and does not talk about Chrono Cross. There is 100% a reason for that. However, there are monsters and pirates everywhere in town. It's a pain to gather them. Wait, they're in town too? Where are you trying to gather them? I just talked to a random dude and he's like, there's nothing to gather. What? Are we just gonna walk around JRPG Town number 7 and just get wild encounters? The heck, man? Herb. Welcome. Can I help you? Energy tank. 300 Gabaro whatevers. Maximum energy point will increase by 25. Oh, this is just like a freaking health up? Dang, man. If only I had money. I bet you that purchaser dude would buy my elements if I had elements, but I'm only Gimmick Gear over here. Oh, well, let's see here.
Eventually, I won't.
I appreciate you, like, censoring yourself right there, Bill. It is brand new to me.
I'm so...
Yeah. Oh, is that an effing snail? I love snails. Punch it. Get over here, snail.
I forgot how cute. Oh, they spit.
Don't do that. Rude. 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 Rude, dude.
They are...
Yeah, they're effing adorable. Oh, is that element? I can't wait to get me some element. I don't know what that was, but I got it now. Oh, is that just a random freaking... What are you doing, man? Punch you. I feel like...
I'm getting chills because all this is so familiar and... I could cry. It's like the best part.
Glad you're enjoying it, though. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, we got 15 Gabaru Goobly whatevers. And nothing else, I guess. I guess it's time just to freaking grind. And we'll beat up the kid and get super strong. That's what I need to do, right, to get my memories back. Beat up children. Is that correct? Yeah, you know, that feels right. I'm not even gonna question it anymore. I'm gonna get, like, a lot of monies and whatever. I feel like I'm the equivalent of an effing shark. Where, like... Sharks, they have to interact with their environment mainly with their teeth. That's like their sensor. Like we would consider our, I don't know, fingertips to be our means of interacting with things and understanding them. Defense capsule. Oh, heck yeah, man. Rock on. Freaking like makes a metallic sound. That's video game shorthand for you can't do that. It really is. Really up and ass at it. I don't know why I just that perfectly like lined up in my head. Yeah, I feel like I'm just like a robot equivalent of a shark where I need to punch things to interact and explore what the heck they are. That's all I'm doing constantly. What's this? Punch, punch, punch. Oh, who are you? Punch, punch, punch. Weirdly enough, it kind of fits the Ken from Fist of the North Star idea. Is Fist of the North Star good by freaking classic anime standards? Or is it just meme? I feel like that anime has a lot, and I mean an effing lot, of references to other animes and media in it. And I will never know how many. What is this? Oh gosh, it freaking comes at me all freaking wiggly like. I love it. Cat's got the zoomy noomies. Yeah. So, like, honey, this is probably the first time you're seeing this. He always gets the zoomies anytime I start recording. It is so wild. Yeah. I can't even pause the stream for him to do his zoomies. Power supply for elevator is not stable. Emit the plasma energy. Emit it where? From where? Goodness. This game is just dark enough for me not to know what I can and can't go. It's also so it's part of a major issue with like almost any game that kind of has its environment and set dressing as a painted or drawn picture that your 3D character is going through, sometimes it's just hard to determine what can I interact with. I will constantly make jokes about the Scooby-Doo. Oh, obviously they're going to pick up that one object because it's on a different layer and you can tell. But gosh, is it good to know what layer something's on for you to be able to interact with. Because like right here, it's kind of effing hard to tell. Yeah. And it's such beautiful design for each stage. But until it properly clicks, I'm not gonna know what I can and can't do, basically. Like heck, I still don't even know how to exit my freaking mech suit when it's not a freaking cutscene, basically. Yeah. Even then, I still don't know what button I should be doing it. I mashed every button at the time. I would not be surprised if it's a skill. I have played... I'm trying to think of what game I played. I have played some game where the most basic of actions was legit a skill that you had to acquire before you could do it. It's always hilarious when it's like you need a skill to open the menu. Just that level of BS. Okay, looks like this bit? No. Can't interact with anything. What do I do? I'll just get rid of my limbs, I guess. See, I feel like I should be able to roll around like this.
Guess what, buddy?
Oh yeah, definitely that's gonna be a skill. I can't wait to freaking start Goron rolling everywhere. I yearn to play Zelda Majora's Mask. Not to actually play the game, but just to move around as like a Zora and as freaking a Goron. Because the movement system for that was weirdly fun. But there were so few instances where you could do that movement system, so it was just kind of effing wasted. Yeah, they're highly aggressive. Yeah. Until I learn what each and every item is, though, I'm just picking up everything. I'm assuming that was money. Possibly. Oh gosh dang, I already got really goopy whatever things, and I can walk in water. Oh, yeah, man. Moving down in the world. Like, why don't people just go outside and punch bees for money? Seems like so much smarter than going into the water and dying a horrible death like I just did. Now we get to learn what the heck the game over system is like. I've only been playing for 40 minutes. I haven't saved. It's fine. It's totally fine. Oh, what's that? It's totally not fine. Oh no. Quick save system at loading screens. I can dig it. That's useful. Okay, I'm assuming that's money too. Did I lose any money? I didn't. So dying does not get rid of my money. It just basically makes me have to explore the area I was exploring already again. Yeah, that's not bad. That's fine. Seems like the hexagon nonsense is monies. The circular nonsense is health. Get it, got it, good. Yeah, like I said, it's when it's a painted anything like this, it starts melding together like this bit. It makes sense as a picture, it really does. But I'm certain most people who picked up this game, maybe rented it from a Blockbuster back in the day, did not know they could walk on that. And there's going to be so many instances of, I didn't know I could interact with this. Like, I'm certain me getting whatever the heck that is major plot progression. Do I know how to get over there? F no. Maybe it's walking on this giant tendril plant thing. Maybe it's learning how to climb. I don't know. Maybe I freaking get an item that plants a seed and gives me a sprout ladder. But everything's gonna look incorrect for a hot effing minute. I'll tell you what is feeling incorrect. Using a Dreamcast controller. I am not used to this. I think the last time I sat down and just like fully rocked a Dreamcast controller was when Michael let me borrow one. Oh gosh. I want to say a decade plus ago. Like we were still in school. And it was his Dreamcast, and I just borrowed it to play like Shenmue 1 and 2. Why am I lying about playing Shenmue 2? I've never touched Shenmue 2. I played Shenmue 1 and just like explored that little village at the start endlessly for hours because it's so in depth. And just bought a bunch of freaking Sonic gachapons. Okay, buttons. Nope, it's not the freaking... Not that. Not that. What's my options? Key config. Punch. Oh, this... A random game on the Dreamcast just lets you remap your buttons? That is... wild. There's games on the PC that don't let you do this. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've had to just on the Steam Deck remap things with the Steam Deck controller setup. Heck, anytime you've had an issue on the Steam Deck, and it's like you don't like it because B and A are swapped with how the button layout is, and I had to switch it with the Steam Deck controller setup, as opposed to the in-game option menu, which should be there because, you know, it's a game on the PC. Effing Christ. Message, normal, fast, window. Ooh, we can change the color of the window? Yeah, that's pretty common around that area. Actually, I'm not super surprised by that. Sound, stereo or mono? Yeah, stereo. Definitely stereo. Last time I checked, we are not in the era of CRTs that only have single speakers anymore, so yeah, we're good. We're effing good. Totally good. I forgot where that kid was horribly gonna die. That's probably progress in some way. Only I knew how to get out of my freaking Mac. Only I knew how to be cool. Only I noticed this was a way upwards earlier. If only. Anyways. Oh, yeah, of course. The first time we're playing this effing game, your mom starts messaging you. Okay, yeah, you know, whatever. Look at these little dudes. Ah, can't wait to punch them. Fuels me. Why don't more people just go into the wilderness and start punching animals for money? Games like this and effing Animal Crossing gave me a horrible skewed impression of how I'd make money as an adult. I was not set up for, like, just economics and proper money management after playing Animal Crossing on the GameCube as a kid and expecting being able to sell random trash to a raccoon in the woods. Cutscene, yeah, Shiba. Hey you, the egg over there. That's really rude. That is obscenely rude. I would never say that to a trans individual. It's just like yelling at trans individuals like you effing egg. What the absolute app? What? How do you think trans individuals do that to them like each other or anything? The absolute F. Did we just find out the trans equivalent of a slur? Like, I know the terminology, and it's actually like a nice enough terminology to like freaking use for themselves and like showcase what they're doing and what they're going through. Perfect terminology, and it gets the idea across in a figurative manner. It's wonderful. I still don't like the way you said egg. Freaking, you're gonna call me like, I don't know. I was going to say something. I was like, nah, let's stop. We're streaming live. This is starting to get into like stupid territory. Please get me out of here. This root suddenly stretched and it tracked me in here. What is it, bamboo? It just grows that effing quick? Whatever.
Anything's possible in Fogna.
Anything's possible in Fogna. Can't have shit in Fogna. I'll die of hunger here. Please help me. No, man, you wouldn't die of hunger. You'd die of dehydration. That's gonna happen a hell of a lot quicker. Actually, if you're very unlucky, those roots are gonna keep growing to the point that they crush you. Please get me out of here. Oh gosh, I don't know what to do. I can't punch it. Can I punch it? Punch? No, it wants me to talk to him. I'll die of hunger here. Please help me. Don't worry, I'll bring you bread.
You turn the skill.
Ooh. Got another different village up here? What the absolute? You guys just have like a patch of wilderness between like the ghetto and North Ghetto? It feels like home.
Tucson. Oh, look, it's the south side.
Yeah, just a patch of wilderness between like two horrible places to live. This feels like home. Oh, effing Christ. Oh, there's a bar, but only if I knew how to freaking... Timmy rests here, age 5. That's depressing. No, I'll figure out nonsense. I just found out what happened to the kid who fell in the well is all. It's rough, man.
Like...
Yeah. I figured it out.
I guess so.
So, for anyone watching, which I don't think anyone's watching, but this is going to be a VOD, so who cares? So punch is the punch button, but it's also the interact button, and for some reason you need to be perfectly aligned to interact to get out of the suit, and it's not intuitive whatsoever. I feel like, because every time I've been on one of those freaking icons, I've been mashing every button, including the punch button, and not a single time has it gotten me out of the suit. So legit, it is just you need to be properly positioned. Whatever. Yeah. What's up, loser? Mina. During breeding, I don't like this conversation. Can you stop talking already? I ran away with my husband. Please stop. But we got separated. I don't know if that's better or worse for this freaking sentence. I want to find... Please stop. Oh my gosh. My husband. Sure. But it is impossible to leave town. What do you mean during breeding? Is that just the season around here? What do you mean by that? Oh, God. Don't start a sentence with during breeding. I just found a new line that I never want crossed ever again. You're in the wrong place if you're looking for parts. Dude, I just came up to say hi. How is the effing weather? Do you know where to get water? It seems like we're in a desert environment and we may die of dehydration 24/7. Like, dude, what? This is Bog's Edge's junkyard. You can get lots of egg parts in Fogna. This is only if you can come back safely. You guys just got shovels to dig in the dirt? You like digging in the dirt? You know what? Digging in the dirt's fun. I can dig it. But
That went over my head.
There are monsters everywhere and I can't get out of here. By the way, what are you doing? Oh God, I was never expecting it to give me options. This is weird. They defined how the heck my character works and like talks. So giving me options feels like it's taking away from his character growth. What would happen? What would knockoff Ken, Fist of the North Mech say? He's antisocial. Nothing in particular. Oh. I want to get away but can't do it alone. You take me too. Okay. Yeah, I said no, and I feel like he still assumed I wanted to go to Fogna. Was choice but an illusion? Was choice a red herring, much like communism? Freaking... I had this whole conversation with, I'm not gonna say names on the freaking VOD or anything, but Nah, because of this live, so I'm just gonna skip over names. But our DM. I had this whole conversation where she did not know red herring or snipe hunt or anything. Like, she was genuinely confused. Whole conversation where I'm just leading her on about this and she's not catching it. And then the past few times she apparently looked it up in her own effing time because she's been using red herring constantly in her lexicon and vocabulary sense. So now we're both in a weird scenario where it's like, was her not knowing red herring just a red herring for me? Or is she trying to put a red herring in front of me to make it seem like she knew what a red herring was? Picture. Wow. It was really worth 1,000 words. There we go. Man, early JRPGs really sucked about exploration. Is this the betting? Dude, I don't know. I'm amazed me hitting A there did anything. And that's what I was about to say. What in this room can I interact with? Besides the 3D goblin looking person possibly, or is that an old person? I don't know what the heck that is. Could be a goblin, could be a geriatric old lady. We won't know until we talk to him. But like, old JRPGs were just obsessed with making their players constantly mash A. I don't know why. Oh, she turned her head. It's an old geriatric woman. Ted, are you home? Oh, it's someone else. Do you think the old man that may or may not live with you would be able to go up the 2 flights of stairs it takes to get into this room filled with grain? It's grain? Is it sand? What am I looking at? What is anything, man? Just... Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be feeling that way a majority of the time I'm effing playing this. Cool, a bar. I can get that one dude food. It is what I was supposed to be doing, right? Getting food, get back my memories. Why did the scientist lady just assume me going to Fogna would get my memories back? Why did that means nothing. Knocked out and tossed into a river. You're not gonna tell me go back to the river to find your effing memories. Moan. I don't see your face around here. Are you going to the fog tower? Man, that line only works in effing Moon, man. I love that line in Moon. It's like 100%. It's, I don't think I've seen your face around here before. Yeah, exactly. People are looking right through you. So good. I need to pick up Stray Children sometime. Is there a physical copy of Stray Children? Hold up. Hold up. We're looking that up. Is it? Yeah, I'd appreciate it. It's like, oh my gosh. Freaking Stray Children. The sequel to Moon I never knew was gonna come out. Just came out. And it's like, I think it's a proper JRPG too. I think it has battles and shit. Which I feel like goes against what they were trying to do with Moon and Tulip, but oh my god, I need to play Tulip. I've been putting that off for like over a year. I've been putting off playing Tulip for way longer than that. Never mind, shut up. Putting off playing Tulip since I picked up Tulip because I didn't have the case in the manual, and people are like, yeah, you kind of need the manual for that one. Probably be okay. I played Moon. I know how to get some love going. You got to say, Rots. Oh, he's got a proper icon. Yeah, I feel like if there was a physical copy, it would have been done by like that crappy site, Limited Run Games. Because that's how I got the Moon physical copy, Limited Run. Moon. Yeah, it's just, there's nothing. Yeah, I'm not surprised. If I see it go up on Limited Run, I may have to grab it. It's a series I genuinely care for. I wonder if they'll... I haven't touched it. I haven't looked into it. I saw it announced and added it to my wish list, and I was like, yes, please. I even, like... I think I tweeted about it, And the devs were like, heck yeah, man, right? It's coming in English and the Switch and stuff. Because I found out about it from my Japanese account on my Switch before it was announced in English. And I was like, I hope this effing comes to the Switch. I was not expecting this. And the devs were like, it is. And I'm like, heck yeah, man.
They probably excited by your excitement.
Yeah, well, like, I think it being announced was just shortly after I finished my Moon, like, playthrough, too. I was so effing excited. I'm the owner of this pub. Pour your own drink. Okay. That doesn't seem like a good business policy.
That's the name of the bar is Pour Your Own Drink.
Yeah. What does this dude remind me of? I feel like I'd see this portrait from an old, like, post-apocalyptic computer RPG. I don't know exactly Fallout, but maybe, like, Wasteland. Should I ever play Wasteland? I can't even play Fallout. Why am I asking that? I don't like top-down computer RPGs. I'm not... You know what? I would like to watch you play Fallout and, like, the Wasteland stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that would be a fun thing to do. Frickin' heads up, I think the first Fallout has a time limit that immediately I'm going to say, like, it takes almost no effort to get rid of. Like, it has a time limit that's like, oh, you have this many days. If you just F around, you're not gonna, like, ruin that time limit. And I think in the first town, you can buy something that increases your time limit. And then I want to say by the... I'm going to say like the 1/5 mark, the time limit's gone. Something like that. I'd have to look it up, but I don't... Michael was able to effing deal with the time limit. That's... Yeah, he is king ADHD. Oh, Agua. So beautiful. So wonderful. There's no one in my freaking stream, so I could do whatever the heck I want. Anyways. Pour your own drink. Yeah, you didn't even ask for money. It's just like, yeah. Liquor's over there. Go get yourself some. Okay. Effing Christ. Huh. My name is Rhett. I'm a footloose lone cowboy. But I'll tell you one thing I know about you. You're not important because you don't have a portrait. I'm telling you that it's useless to persuade Kim she's in love with me. Dude, you don't even have a portrait. No, she's not. Hey, what's up, Kim? Welcome, Mr. Handsome. I'm Kim, and I work here. Girl, you don't have a portrait either. Where did you come from? Can't remember. What? Are you okay? No. Where's the liquor? Liquor? I barely know her. Oh, can I talk to Mr. Piano Man? Lark, welcome. Please take your time. Love it. Love it. And it's gonna go. Man, I'm certain this place is really important to something later, possibly. Until then. Oh, gosh. I'm torn, because I'm excited for this, because this is awesome. It really is. But also, I can't believe they just have 2 battle systems. Anyways, I'm worried, because this is giving, like, classic JRPG vibes. And classic JRPGs are so effing esoteric. So I'm worried there's going to be one thing I F up by, like, answering something in a certain way and just locking myself out of, like, 15 side quests. Because this is that era BS.
I don't think it, like, I just fall in this.
Yeah, that's fair. It depends on how they decided to do it, design philosophy.
RPG.
Yeah. Everything's destroyed. There's only half of the town. I'm estranged from my wife. I can't. Well, at least you didn't say, like, at the start during breeding. What does that mean? It's just, like, the entire sentence was during breeding. If they added season, it would be... They're the one localizing it. They could have, like, compressed any of those words if they had a freaking character limit. They could have taken out, like, half of the second sentence and called it good, too. They chose to leave it as during breeding. What does that mean? It was a choice.
Talking about it.
Well, sex sells. Many complaints. Yeah, I've got a lot. Henry, what do you want with Private Henry? Well, considering the talking topic, I was here to inspect your privates, Henry. Please document your complaints. Well, I mean, you're not gonna drop trow. I've got a lot. Oh, Mr. Kitty Cat's got the zoomy noomies with his little toy. Loser. Love this cat, but he's so stupid. Okay, so now that we know we can actually leave the mech zoo, we gotta go to all the places we can leave the mech zoo. Try to figure out if there's any way to progress in ways that I just didn't notice before. Yeah, it's a bit tight figuring that out. It's weirdly tight, okay. But yeah, it feels like a weird Zelda-style Blaster Master. With just how this is set up. I don't think I've ever even played Blaster Master. Did that bee legit just like wake me up and tell me like, yeah, go, I'm not gonna tell anyone you're awake. And she just has a freaking like workplace filled with people who also knew who the heck I was. They're gonna notice I'm... What is wrong with her? Obscenely. Isn't it? When is it not nepotism that gets you the job? Oh, are you here to observe? Unfortunately, I'm a little busy now. This monitor isn't working. Come on, you. It still doesn't work. Dude, you gotta pull a Fonz, you gotta slap it. But like, not on top. You gotta like, go to the side and just elbow it all smooth like. Yeah, he's just messing around with that freaking toy right now. Like, how do you guys not know who I am? How do you guys not know I stole the effing egg that's on your screen? This is a research facility specifically about me. How does he not know? He was in the opening showing me off to her. Anytime I see goggles on a forehead, I just assume it's because of Digimon Protag. They're never a part of any plot point. They are design aesthetic only. Goggles are not used in any story thing ever if they're always on someone's forehead. They are the forever unshot Chekhov's gun. Did you ever wear them on your eyes? Exactly. That's fair. But they were like kaleidoscope ones, right? You've worn them since you moved up here. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you probably did. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's... You owned them basically for years and never wore them. Because who the F wears goggles? They are nothing but aesthetic. Unless you legit need goggles for your work, you don't wear goggles. But you will see people having goggles just in general. Like, I'm trying to even think of a workplace that you need goggles nowadays. Yeah, part of the issue is, yeah, there are workplaces that need goggles. If you're a woodworker, you need goggles. If you're in any field of like machinery work that has particles flying, you need goggles. You know what kind of goggles you often get? Clear plastic, like single eye fucking goggles. They look so effing stupid that nobody's gonna wear them anywhere outside of work. And then you got steampunk cool goggles like this, and nobody ever wears them over their eyes. Oh, visitor. I'm the chief. I can't see very. My broken glasses. Oh, legit. I'm not being able to see was a plot point. You know what? Props. Effing props. Bravo. They wrote it off. That is more than almost any other writing team will ever do. Yeah. Have we met before? I'm the sleeper. I want to ask him, but he's not going to believe it. Yeah, he's just like, oh, you don't need to josh about that. Yeah, I'm going to ask him. Hey, don't tease an old man. Great. Many scientists were here until the breeding started. Okay, so I'm going to assume via contextual clues. The breeding is the event that when the giant AI woke up and started like robot tendriling whatever. And I'm gonna be honest, we were talking when the voiceover cutscene was explaining stuff, and that's on me. That's on me for not paying attention. But it's also on me that I'm able to pick up on that via contextual clues. So you know what? Point deducted, point gained. I think I'm at a net neutral. Moving on. I still think it's a stupid name. There are only 3 of us. All of the others fled. Where? How did they flee? I can't leave. They never came back. By the way, what did you do during the breeding? Do not. Why is it phrased like that? It's on purpose. This was localized. And this is during the era where, like, people localizing anything made leaps and bounds to change how the localization was because they just didn't want it a certain way. We have all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where people point their fingers as opposed to have guns. Heck, it's still going on. There's all of JoJo Season 3 where Josuke just is perpetually shadowed from like the nose down because he can't be seen with a cigarette. Is it Josuke? Jotaro. Jotaro, the dude from Season 3. From like the nose down is just perpetually like shadowed because they can't show him with a cigarette. They could have named the breeding anything. It was a choice. I can't remember. I was sleeping. Wait, what? You slept through that commotion? You are a hopeful guy. I'm leaving. Why is everyone such a creep in the post-apocalyptic future? How has nobody noticed my freaking capsule's just empty? What? This is like, it's legit. Considering they brought up the fact that he has poor eyesight, I would not be surprised if they came up with a reason and we just didn't notice, because once more we were chatting, like, only she's allowed back here because it's such a precious research material, but that's already stupid. Hansy kept sleeping, research log 1. Is there a research log 2? Hansy kept sleeping. Research log 3. Hansy kept sleeping. Research log 3. Okay, skill ROM. Strengthening part that increases special abilities of E.G.G. When a level is advanced, you can pick up and catch items. Okay, yeah. What's the next one? Access chip. Validating chip that cancels the bait. Excuse me. Oh, there we go. We're gonna have some gas, need to pass. Not from below, from above it. Validating chip that cancels the maintenance system by accessing the control computer for each level. Okay. Yeah, basically it's a key that's going to be an equip item, I'm going to assume. Skill ROM. Is that all we... Okay, cool. Great encyclopedia. Love it. No. No, it will never expand. I just bought like a freaking Encyclopedia Dramatica and it covers 2 things and not even in depth. Totally worth it. At least that's what I'm going to keep telling myself so that door-to-door salesman doesn't think I'm a chump. Must have sucked being a door-to-door salesman back in the day. Select VMU. Oh, this is probably like actual save. I think that's what the frickin' memory cards are called on the Dreamcast, VMUs. Virtual Memory Unit. Because, yeah, like frickin'... Oh yeah, it's even saying on my frickin' Dreamcast controller, don't lift up your memory card right now. It's actually, like, the Dreamcast was effing cool. The memory cards had screens on them. Yeah, and like they also had... Do you want to play Sonic Adventure, by the way? I've got 1 and 2 on the Dreamcast. Yeah. Maybe we could switch over to that sometime. But yeah, like not only did it have a screen on it, it was a mini game console. It's so effing awesome. Okay, yeah, hop safe. Oh, that's some classic JRPG plonk right there, man. What do you got to say, Mr. Person? I saw everything. Nice to meet you, Sleeper. Okay, like, cool and all. Can you not be a creep about it, though? No, you're handsy. I'm Kevin. Okay, like, you're not wrong, but don't just call me out to my freaking face. I work on something known as subtlety. After all, if you're subtle and funny about it, the girl laughs. I'm 2 years old. I was analyzing this computer. Wait, what? Wait. What was the start of that sentence? I'm 2 years old? You are very articulate for your age, mister. You know what? I take back what I said about him not being subtle. Boy, you is smart. And I was analyzing this computer to study the program. I won't tell anyone about this, so you don't have to worry. Man, that is a smart baby. File 1, year 1353. The original egg was carried out of the ruins with primitive cranes and transported with man-powered vehicles. Oh, can we zoom in on that? Oh, wow. Wow. Man, my mech has a badonkadonk. Yeah, my Iggy got a effing dumpy. You right there, girl. There is junk in that trunk. Year 1365. The original egg was far advanced and impossible to replicate. The completed machine was too big and wasn't practical. Zoom in on that. Wow. I kind of like the second, like, proto model thing. It's effing cool. It reminds me, my brother had these toys when we were kids, like, a long, long time ago. In the before times in sepia. As everyone knows, any flashback tends to be in sepia. But basically, it was like this cool effing mech thing that looked, I guess you could say, kind of like that. And you'd be able to open the cockpit and take like the little action figure dude out of it and like put it back in. Like, I don't even know if they were actually like toys / action figures or like a really cool effing mech model that was kind of like almost steampunky, I guess you could say. Because when I say mech, I'm not talking like Gundam. No, I'm talking about weird robot-y thing that there obviously was a pilot dude in. And I never knew what those toys were. I'm certain even if I asked my brother, he wouldn't know, because this was... I wanted to say... It was so long ago, it's nearing 3 decades. Like, I think it was in the house we used to live in, and I think we moved out of that when I was like 7 or 8. He had those toys, and it's like, I've always low-key yearned for them. I could never play with them because obviously they were my oldest brother's toys, and it's like I was a freaking child, but a youngling, totally worthy of having my head chopped off screen, and just I'd obviously just destroy it without intending to. So I never got to play with them, and then like just after a few interactions with them, I never saw them again. I don't know what ever happened to them. It's obscenely depressing. There's a part of my childhood that I have no clue what the heck they are or where they are or how to obtain them. And I have an instinctual calling because they're a prime memory in my head. Anyways, if my egg got a dumpy, that thing got a freaking dump. Moving on. After Dr. Mahal developed the mortal eggshell, miniaturization progressed rapidly. Replica number 1 is the size of the original. Oh wow. Fancy. Man, it's not as cool, but it's fancy. Egg spread to the general public. Some concentrated on looks and comfort, and some preferred cheap. Man, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Military advances a certain type of tech. It goes like so far, and then they start commercializing it. And all that commercialization starts funding the military to advance different types of tech. That is the entirety of Fallout. It is so wild how people just don't understand that from Fallout setting. Mr. Handsies were built as like military tech for like the super long Cold War, and they just sucked at it because they were just shitty robots with voice recordings and giant saw blades and flamethrowers attached. So the freaking military, realizing they just had this shit tech, just gave them as like, sold them as tool robot things to do stuff. It made sense. And then Bethesda got a hold of it and is like, that's a robot with AI. Because they heard 3 voice lines. God. Fan of Fallout, and I know Bethesda effed it up so effing much. Let's get a zoom in of this. Ooh, that's fancy. Look at all that factory work people do. Okay, year 1415. A high mobility egg is used as a weapon. Various armaments are developed. The egg armament plays an important role in battles. I am surprised that this one and the last one are like not swapped. Because once more, let's be effing honest. The way these scientists got funding to make eggs or whatever was from a government agency. And most government agencies care about militaries and not much else. Year 1418. Fogno was taken by the researchers. Wait, what? When Fogno was built, has been established, but there is no knowledge of the prior civilization. And Fogno was taken by the researchers? Why is that phrased as if it was like a freaking military insurrection act? Did the researchers just suddenly be like, you know what? We're not getting paid enough. You guys want to grab some guns and just take over the facility? Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that, Jerry. I wouldn't mind just grabbing some guns and taking over the facility. Yeah, let's go do it, Tim. Let's do it. Is that just what happened? Wait, what? Eggs, which were used in battlefields, are modified and play important roles in many fields, like construction work. That's what I'm talking about. It was a military thing before it became a commercialized thing. Why is this effing commercialized bit all the way over here? It's just the freaking... Just out of order. Whatever. Okay, you know what? We're done. Such a smart baby. Yeah, it's just a baby, actually. It's just... That is so effing weird, man. Like, I can totally accept giant, like, slugs and snails, wasps, robot dudes that roll at me, a kid eating up a muscle deteriorated coma patient with his mech and feeling proud of it. But dude, that 2-year-old baby that's talking that good, yeah, that's a bit fantastical. Yeah, that works, girl. Please help my child. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't. I think I know what I need to do, though. I think I know how to get past this. It's getting good, actually. I'm not even lying. I think I need like a tack upgrades to do that. I think legit, I just can't do it. I either need attack upgrades or the upgrade that lets me throw things to pick up the other block to toss at it. I don't think I can break that wall otherwise. We already checked Henry's private, so we don't need to go over there. Let's see here. Man, why was every JRPG team, like just no matter which RPG team it was, just effing rocking the OSTs? Like, why are they all just good at it? You could meditate to this music. And just look at what the heck we are. We are in junk heap hell. And you could meditate to the OST for it. Just so solid as an OST, just music in general. Is it fitting? F no, but God, is it good music. Miranda. Well, Miranda. Me Ken. Who are you? Do you know Grandpa? No. What a weird question to ask for someone who just broke in. I'm Clay. Hi, Clay. I'm Kent. Also known as the intellect of East Tokian. Is that where we're at? Oh God, he is smart. He knows where we're at. Ha ha ha. I just woke up and I'm tongue-tied. I will teach you the space theory, my lifetime's work later. Wait. Why is everyone just... How many times has that been now where there's just been one line of dialogue where it's like, excuse me, what the F did you just actually say? Like, I love good writing in games. Morrowind's one of my favorite games. Red Delusion was one of my favorite games within the past, like, few years. Obscenely well written. Great world building, everything. I think this game is one of the first games in years that I have just, like, fully had to reboot mid-effing dialogue box. But not in a bad way. I'd say, like, Harvestella obviously did that constantly. Because Harvestella was just written in the worst way possible. It was one of the worst games I've ever experienced in a decade. It's just some of the worst writing ever. Horrible game design too. But every time I was rebooting in that game, it was like a fraction of a second where I'm like, no, that contradicts what the F you just said. You shut up. Nope, no. This is just like walking down the effing street, somebody nodding at you and you nodding back, and he's like, hey man, you know the freaking golden ratio? You know the golden ratio? You're pulling off that golden ratio really good right now. And you're just like, you're standing there amazed, not certain if he's complimenting you. And you're just deeply confused, and you spend a bit too long not answering him. And then you realize, no, I need to answer right now, otherwise it's gonna be weird. Thanks, man. And you both walk away, and you never know how to tell the story to anyone else. There has been 3 effing interactions in this game so far, and I am in Tutorial Village. What the absolute F? Oh my effing gosh. What's this little Pushin Lilina over here? Don't talk to Grandpa. Your brain will be full with worms. Is this meant to be a surrealist nightmare / dreamscape? Is the end of this game going to be like the sleeper actually awakening in his actual time? Like this was all like a very intricate like coma dream or something? What is this weird dream logic people are working on? What is happening? Where am I? Who am I? No, wait, I'm Ken. Fist of the North Star. I know that much. Okay. And I know where I am. It's East Laconia or whatever the heck that dude said. Okay, we're making progress. We're moving. Don't come in. This is Meg's garden. Even if Mommy and Daddy are gone, I'm with Brother Lucky. Wow, what a great garden. You know, I'd feel bad picking on a little girl, but your brother's dickbag, so I don't. The garden sucks.
Down, and so will I.
Yeah, there's no reason for me not to punch down. He started it. Did you come to play? We have nothing but welcome. What does that mean? How much of these moments where I'm having a brain fart are just bad translations? I love it so much more if it's just bad translations, to be honest. Oh my effing god. We have nothing but welcome. Because, like... Yujua. Weren't you going to save them?
I am just saying the
Okay. Because it's been so long that I thought you just started a new day in Stardew. Okay. But yeah, it's so fascinating that this is actually breaking my brain because I'm good with English. Like, I read machine translated web novels that are like amateur writing works. They're not even written well in their own language. Yeah, I do that for fun. That is my trashy soap opera drama basically constantly. So I am really good at reading an English like sentence and instantly translating it in my head into a viable, actually well-written sentence, because you know I can write well. The fact that this is breaking my brain means this is so many layers deeper of English. This is like the difference between Jive and Ebonics, but for English. Oh my effing gosh. You have nothing but welcome. Use that in my everyday, like Sex in the Woods from Escape from Lavender Island. We have nothing but welcome. Let me introduce myself. I'm Lucky. We were already over this. I'm somewhat the boss at the town's kids. I thought you said you were the boss. Are you slowly being demoted? There aren't any other kids, are there? No, wait, there are kids in the, like, person who knows where the heck we are's house. Oh, we don't care about him. He's already dead by now. He's gonna die from dehydration in like 3 days. Not gonna get there in time. I'm somewhat the boss of the town's kids. Oh my gosh. Like, him phrasing it like that just makes me think like it's actually like they're holding an election right now. He might be voted out of being the boss of the like town's kids. Let's be friendly when we're not fighting, okay? God, I want to punch him so badly. What does that mean? Can I not go up here? Is this not like a layer up to a higher floor? This looks like it. Because like this was stairs. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. How I go upstairs just reminds me of like, I want to say Resident Evil 1 as well as like Resident Evil 1 Remake. When you go up those stairs in those games, when it's not a loading screen, your character just kind of like runs each step. And it's kind of effing funny to watch. Just like walking slowly, walking slowly, walking slowly, jog, 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 jog. Walking slowly, jog, 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 jog. he's pony stepping up and down the effing stairs. I do not want to know this dude's past if he effing randomly starts pony stepping. And it's like, it's the one thing I remember with his face, man. I don't care if he's an egg or not. It's not happening, man. Just not. I'm cool with a lot of stuff. It's just like, it's not that I'm harshing your mellow. It's that I don't want to be a part of it. Yeah, man. Not that you're like entire setup's bad. It's that just I don't want to be a part of it. Not whatsoever, my dude. Wasps. So I went through all of the town and everything, and I have to say, I did not learn anything. I don't know anything. I don't know where to go. That did not help whatsoever. I've got a lot of JRPG dialogue that arguably you could say set the setting. I guess there is one place I know where to go. And that would be getting past the fish over here in the water. The issue is I need to get past the fish that are over there in the water. That being said, it is probably doable if I take the time to grind out money. But the issue is I need to grind out money. And there's only so many snails in a day, man. How are we looking on money? You know what? We're close to actually getting enough for a health upgrade, so that's probably good. Why am I up here? What is the point of this? There's the skill. That's the skill thing we need to do. That doesn't look like the skill thing because it looks painted on, but that's definitely the skill thing. That is like a grapple hook mechanic right there. Okay, got it. My brief moment of playing, what is it, Legend of Mana, or whatever the first Mana game was, instantly that clicked. Yeah, I know what the heck we're doing. So we gotta be able to get into the water, and we gotta, I guess, get the health upgrade to do that, and eventually we'll get a skill that increases movement. Besides the fact that it suddenly switched to like a different viewpoint 3D fighting Rock'em Sock'em Robots game, yeah, this is just a Zelda game. Like all this exploration kind of nonsense we're doing, this is Zelda style nonsense. It's not bad, it's enjoyable. My biggest gripe is mainly the fact that, yeah, it's a painted background. And we were already over why that's an issue. Like, I know there's a block here. There's a block here that's stopping me from basically moving down these steps. But it doesn't pop. It does not pop whatsoever. I don't know if the block here is something that I will need to destroy, move out of the way, hit a switch, and it will like sink into the ground. Nothing about it pops in a way that looks like it properly interacts in the environment in a video game manner. And that's just going to be an ongoing thing. Is this a doorway right here? Technically, yeah, I think it is. I didn't even notice that until I almost walked past it. Which means this is not a doorway right here. Once more, I'm just proving my effing point. Actually, yeah, this is probably like a solid one to stream. Because I don't think this would have made a good Let's Play outright, because we've spent, what, like an hour, nearing 2 hours? I've technically made no progress. Yeah, it's just 100%. Oh, can I freaking, like, Oblivion Skyrim this, where I just, nope, I can't. Okay, like, hold up. Pull my fucking, yeah, defend, oh gosh, defending does not save my life. Defending, I will still take damage. Okay, that's good to know. That's, good to know. Defending probably just negates a small amount of damage. Oof. That's the big oof right there. Yeah. But yeah, I've recorded, what is it? A few games on my channel that never technically went up on the channel. And that's mainly because, like, yeah, F the wasps. And I know, like, we're gonna get, like, health upgrades and attack upgrades and everything upgrades, so, like, it's just the star. It's whatever. I'm not actually upset. But I've recorded things for the channel that never went up on it because, like, at the end of the day, they just didn't make good episodic anything. Even if I'm talking through it constantly, there's just so many issues with trying to get any sort of forward momentum with the game that it feels like it's a podcast at that point with me just talking in the background. It's not me doing a Let's Play or me playing a game. It's I'm talking about this subject matter while I circle the same area for like 30 minutes. And that's just not good cinema, man. It really ain't. Like, maybe if you're into NASCAR, you're okay with that as cinema, but I ain't. Oh, look, I'm making a left turn. It just don't work. Okay, how are we looking at money-wise? Oh yeah, we got enough. Go get that health upgrade. Oh gosh, I'm kind of I was kind of stuck there. I kind of just hit that ramp at the worst angle. And yeah, once more, because like all the backgrounds are drawn, the hitboxes for things are based on the drawn thing, so I was kind of stuck between two different hitboxes and it didn't want to let me move. Okay. It was this area that had the shop. Herb's Junkyard. Oh, I can go up there, yeah. I need to do that. Wait, I'm not even gonna buy anything yet. I'm gonna go over there. There's a chance I can buy something over here. So first and foremost, the town is a mound of debris. And there are pirates and monsters out there. Give me a break. Buddy, Kit Kat bars have been like extinct for millennia at this point. Okay, yeah. This is a thing. Pokemon XD call it like Gale of Darkness vibes all of a sudden. Does the shop owner just keep his kettle on constantly so it's constantly whistling? He's got a gas stove too where it's happening. The absolute F. That's... Okay, yeah, that was another moment where you're stuck between two hitboxes. It knows the table's solid. It knows the bed's solid, but me, I was able to wiggle in easily and it was hard to wiggle out. Basically. Yeah. Like, girl, you know the kettle's going, right? I don't feel like doing anything. Like taking the kettle off the stove? Or turning the gas stove off? Yeah. If you want to buy something, tell my husband Herb. This is my kid's room. Although he's gone. Okay, yeah, cool. Depression and everything. Kettle on stove go whistle. Very dangerous if left unattended. Gas stove cause fire and explosion. Boom. Yeah, she's just not getting it. Whatever, let's go. Welcome, can I help you? I am so curious why every video game ever... I would say actually Dragon Quest started it. I think Dragon Quest started it, holy crap. Yeah, I think the first instance of this trope is actually in Dragon Quest. Anyways, I'm curious why every video game ever just decided all at once that talking to a shopkeeper across the counter, it's a shop. If you get behind the counter and talk to them, they're just an NPC to talk to. And yeah, I know Dragon Quest has been doing that probably since like the first Dragon Quest as well, if I remember right. Yeah, but like, yeah, it's just in every video game. Why is that just how that works? It is such a video game nism that like most people don't question it, but why? Yeah, like, yeah, why did everyone just agree that's how it should be? Okay, I'll take the energy tank. I got an energy tank. It's a heart container. But numerical. I wonder if I beat him. He'll give me something else. Oh, this needs to be a whole cutscene. I'm going to beat you up. I would love if my character just punched him before he got in the mech. Like, as he's running out there, I just slap him. Justice Horn. This is so this era, it hurts. Second Digimon World game has moments like this. Yeah, get wrecked, man. I found out your freaking weakness. Walking slightly and punching you. That went leagues better than the last time. I was not immediately, like, thrown for a loop because the game introduced a different mechanic that I have never seen before. 1 win, 1 loss, consecutive wins, 1. Only if I didn't have a stomach ache. Blast. Yeah, freaking Coma Man's starting to beat your butt, man. Physical therapy is doing well. My physical therapy is sticking my foot up your ass. That's great, actually. I love that. Anyways, with the increased health, we should be able to get past the fish, probably. Even if it means not killing them. Hopefully I'll have enough to make it to the next loading zone. But I think there's a doorway directly past them. That's all I technically need to focus on. Yeah, good stuff. I was just about to arguably put it down and play Sonic Adventure, to be honest. No. How dare I? I mean, yeah, we got both of them. I think I got them both for like $3 at like Goodwill. The last time I ever saw a decent game at Goodwill, and there was Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 for the Dreamcast. Games that I think 2 goes for well over like $100 now. Like just obscenely, weirdly expensive games nowadays. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna waddle past. Ow, dude, ow. Ow. There we go. Arguably, I could have done that without the health upgrade. I only took 20 HP. Yeah, it helps. It's whatever. Okay, so now I'm here. And the biggest question is... what now? No, I'm a big boy. I can figure things out. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even think I can make progress. I know this is the first effing dungeon. There's gotta be a way to progress. And I know my brain just isn't acclimated to how this game works yet. That's just the biggest hurdle that's happening. It's always that way anytime you pick up any sort of puzzle game. You just don't know how it works. You don't know how the puzzles work. The screen is way too dark to see part of the puzzles and it's totally not your fault. You know, stuff like that. So, I just need that one moment of it properly clicking in my head, and we're technically good. Yeah. Because, like, it's just gonna take a moment for, like, moments, like, when I saw the fact, like, oh, this is where I'm gonna use an upgrade later to get across this gap. It instantly clicked because I had played a game that had a similar mechanic between gaps with pillars or whatever, and it's like, even though it just looks like basically part of the environment, they're too similar to one another for them not to be something the devs put there specifically, which means it's a game mechanic. It's not the environment. They had that there for a reason. And once more and more of that clicks with this game, it's going to become more and more natural what I need to do in any and every environment. No need to brag. Like, something about this. Then again, it also feels kind of like just a boss room. It's probably also a part of what's causing a bit of the issue, is I'm looking at things almost from a Zelda mindset. So I think, oh yeah, like this dungeon layout looks like I would immediately go there, and then there's a locked room right there. So that might mean that I need to unlock that, and that's where the boss is, and it's like, this doesn't need to technically be Zelda 100% of the time, man. That could be anything. That could be a door I need to be able to smash with an attack upgrade, because maybe this game works that way. Like...
Wait. Not how to...
You good, girl? You don't even let me know. It's probably the amber whatever grease over there. It's sparkling. Well, I definitely need to get it though. Yeah, alright. Also, it couldn't be even a fact that it's not a puzzle. It could just be that part of the environment is not looking like I can walk through it, and that's it. Yeah. And like, oh man, I had issues with that as a kid. One of the games that got me into video games, Dragon Warrior Monsters. The tutorial is like completely different from the rest of the game. And I remember playing it a bit in, I think it was a Funko Land before it became a GameStop. But, in the tutorial, as opposed to leaving this room or whatever in any doorway, you leave via like a cupboard. And it just wasn't clicking in my effing head to do that. Even though I already known I loved that game. My brother knew I loved that game because I stole his effing copy, and that's why we're at the Funko Land, so Mom could get me my own copy so I'd stop stealing my brother's. And it just wasn't clicking that's what I was supposed to do. So I was trying this game at the Funko Land in like a Super Game Boy player, basically. And I was asked, is this the game that I wanted? Like, was this the one that I was talking about? Because I couldn't remember the title of it. I'm like, no, this isn't it. And my brother, like, just came over and was like, yeah, that's it. Get him. That's the one. Just get him it. Let me have my own game. Yeah, I was a little shit. My dad called me a smartass for an effing reason. He called me a smartass, like, before I even started going to school. Yeah, just something environment-wise isn't exactly clicking. So I feel like I've tried to interact with everything. And I know I'm just mainly trying to punch, but I have what? Punch. There's the X button that I don't see anything happening. Use. X is use. Maybe I should start trying. Yeah, spins when I get rid of my limbs. Hold it. That needs to be an effing tutorial. Okay. So does this? Yeah, it just opens doors. Okay. First and foremost, thank you. I would not have figured that out. That would have been me spending like another 30 plus minutes, and I probably would have not figured it out until I'm just like talking to you like this and accidentally holding a button. That is something I probably should have read the manual beforehand. Because we have the effing manual. Complete an effing box. What the F? Perfect condition. What the absolute... It's fascinating now that I know that that's what the heck's going on. Because these enemies are meant to be the tutorial for it, actually. Okay. Oh, we got freaking Metroid mechanics. Yeah, sure. Cool. Appreciate it, Bo. Yeah, no, it's all good. Nah, like, that, it didn't look any different from anything else. You're A-okay. And I didn't know we were working on Metroid mechanics for my effing dreidel powers. Yeah. But, that dude down there, they do the spin as an attack. It's obviously meant to be a tutorial now that I know. But just not effing clicking, because when I first basically got into this game and pressed all the buttons, I hit B because why the heck would I hold it? And then while trying to figure things out, I think I maybe mashed B twice or held it a little bit. So at most I've ever done is just wiggle a bit like this. And I figured, this is an RPG, I need to get an upgrade for this to be anything. And that's it. Oh yeah, that's freaking like Zelda style. Not Zelda, Pokemon style, just jump down. Yeah, Zelda does too, whatever, who cares? That's more just environmental stuff, like that. Yeah, that's a door. That one is actually clicking in my head. I comprehend that one. No, you're all good. It's freaking... The game is working in a way that just ain't perfectly kosher, you know? Oh no. Looks like I'm gonna have to leave from there. It's partly the fact that it's drawn, it's partly that it's dark, and it's partly that there's no tutorial. And it's not bad in any way, it's just the sum of all these parts is the issue. This is... I'm curious if I can... Okay. Freaking dreidel powers. Freaking hilarious. So stupid. I love it. I can't remember my thought process that was going on before that. But it's just a bad combo. It would have been... Okay, yeah, that's what I was going to talk about. I naturally went back into it. Yeah, that's... I trained the stupid muscle that lets me do that after years of Let's Playing. Okay. But this would have been fine back in the day, actually. Even without a manual. The fact that it would take me probably hours before it finally clicked and I understood what I needed to do, and that I can just do this and probably perfectly deal with these mofos now. This taking like 5 hours to learn without any tutorial was fine back in the day. You owned one game. You owned one game and you're just always looking for new ways to mess around with it. And this isn't enjoyable to look at, enjoyable to listen to, even enjoyable just to get money. Like, technically, even if I still didn't know what to do, I would still not feel like I'm wasting time getting money because I can donate it to that dude. And I know that's eventually going to be something. It's fine. Like, spending all that time. The issue is, it's been decades since this game came out, and that doesn't work as like a learning mechanic anymore. I can only imagine how much worse this is to see on a CRT, actually. Because CRTs are usually way darker. I know my CRT back in the day, like this area should have been the actual like tutorial about how to do it. It annoys me because I know exactly how to set this up as a tutorial. They just need another dude in like an egg, basically. Do this while trying to get away from us, breaking something down, and then running away. That's all they need to do to showcase we can do that too. That is it. They are so close to a proper tutorial of this mechanic. Or even when the other dudes who do that to attack are introduced in that first room, one of them breaks through a doorway like that to get to us to attack. That's all they need for the tutorial. It is so effing close. But yeah, it's been decades since this type of game came out. You don't have hours just to learn a base mechanic control scheme that they're not going to explain. Most games nowadays don't have manuals anymore. Did you come to rescue me? Thank you. Nah, I came to steal your effing lunch money. You're right, loser. Thank you for helping. I won't do it anymore. I mean, I'm curious how you did it in the first place. You can climb the environment, the nowhere space. He's a reality bender in setting. Do I get anything? Thank you very much. You've been helpful. I don't know how to feel about the fact that I did something in a JRPG and I didn't get any reward. Why are all the blocks gone now? There's a block over here that I couldn't do anything with and it's just gone now. What does this mean? What did the devs mean by this? Alice script I was doing, like the third Alice script. The freaking third time I've written that freaking Alice script. Because like I was channeling a certain energy while like writing it, just a certain vibe and everything. So multiple times when there's just a stupid moment, I just like, I pause the entire script and I'd be like, and what did the devs mean by this? What was their intention? Were they making an allegory to the futility of life or whatever, and so on and so forth? And then I was just like, oh no, it glitched out, never mind. And move the heck on. I am so apprehensive to actually get those two scripts out there and edit those videos. I just don't want to edit the videos. That first Azuma video effing gave me PTSD in the weirdest effing way possible. It was like 80 hours. 80 hours in a week. That's like... It's a 12-hour workday. In a single week time frame. I was going effing insane. Okay, so can I spin this? Is this environment spin? No, if I didn't click into it. And this isn't either. Correct? No. Got good sound design. Like this one. If there was a barrier right here that he spawned and he destroyed. Tutorial done. You understand.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not going to give, like, super shit to... Yeah, actually, I'm not even going to give shit to these devs. Different era, like I said, it was fine during the era, actually. They don't deserve shit for how they set up this tutorial. This was fine back in the day. Like, arguably, maybe if I was even playing this back in the day, it would have clicked quicker. The amount of modern video game nonsense that causes me not to comprehend older video game stuff is probably a lot more than I will ever understand or notice. So, quick effing question. Because we got all these obvious tendril nonsense from the giant hive mind AI, whatever, happy, Uzma, what's it? Interbreeding. I hate that terminology so often much. And they're coming through these ruins or whatever. Were these not the ruins that the tendrils were coming out of? Are these just different ruins that it's destroying? Like, just... This looks like an ancient civilization technological ruin. As far as I was aware, there was one. And now there's giant tendrils through here, so is this not that one? Because these are destructive. I thought the giant tendrils that were coming out of the ancient evil ruin or whatever were it growing to attack things, not it destroying itself. Maybe the tendrils are a bad set piece. I can just imagine playing this game on my tiny effing CRT back in the day. Because, like, I had older brothers, my parents had a lot of kids. Basically, tried to give us all set up in an equal way. So all of us had tiny CRTs, like a foot for the screen, basically. And they were so tiny you could easily just unhook it and haul it somewhere if you wanted to freaking set up somewhere else. I couldn't imagine playing this on there. Yeah. Required access level 2 not attained. Can't operate elevator. What is this? Up in Doom? Yeah, I know. Apparently, so like, got access level 1 computer. Oh, punch in front of Tom. You want to use the computer? Punch it. At least those old CRTs had like the game mode button that would just brighten the screen because they realized games were dark. But I remember what finally like made me realize, both me and my friend Michael realized that we had to get like better TVs. It was us playing Fallout 4 on that tiny TV. We couldn't read the text. Not Fallout 4, Fallout 3. I don't know why I said 4. But Fallout 3, we couldn't read the text. We had those tiny TVs up into Xbox 360 era. Yeah. I wish I still had the dang thing. Alright, but go access the other one. Get it, got it, good. But yeah, they were pretty solid. Because, like, obviously, us hanging out all the dang time, when I started going over to his place more often than him coming over to ours, I think a few times I just grabbed my effing TV. Because we're both going to be playing on a game system. That freaking GameCube has a handle. PS2 Slim is slim for an effing reason. It was not hard to transport game systems, and yeah, people are like, yeah, CRTs are so effing heavy or whatever. It's like, yeah, but there were ones that weren't. There are ones you could easily effing take with you. You know the CRT Michael has in his freaking game room? He's got one that's practically floor to freaking ceiling in his basement. It's a CRT. Like, oh, I'm dying over here. It's fine. It's what I reload in the loading zone. It's whatever. I don't care. There are no stakes. But yeah, it's like it's a really late model flat screen CRTV. Yeah. But basically, I remember after he was showing it to me, he was like, yeah, like last weekend, saw it on Facebook Marketplace, and him and his husband or whatever grabbed it, and he was apparently sitting in the back of like a truck or whatever, holding it in place while they drove home. Because it's just like you can't easily transport that shit. Like the way the person who used to have the CRT probably had it delivered via like a proper delivery service. So like he got it for free. But the means of getting it for free was you had to haul the dang thing away. Yeah, exactly. Elevator access 1. Just trying to figure out what I haven't not interacted with for that elevator access 1. Maybe I can destroy the crystal by spinning? Maybe. The elevator down there doesn't have power supplies going for it. Can't break through there. Rude. Man, Beyblade used to be effing wild back in the day, didn't it? Yeah, there's a safe point here. Just gonna pop that again because why the heck wouldn't I? I took the time to buy 2 effing memory cards. Why wouldn't I use them? Rotate saves because I'm not enough. Yeah, I noticed. There we go. So maybe I can just riddle my way through this. That's what I need to interact with. Got it. Wrong level, wrong place. Lovely. Yeah, this wouldn't have done as a freaking Let's Play period. But it's upsetting because I do want... This game would have had to have been an essay if I ever wanted to put it on my channel. Which I would want to put on my channel because it's such a rare game. I don't know many other people playing this game. Heck, even how I've played it so far, it wouldn't even make a great long play unless I super cut it. Which I already had to do that with the effing Alice challenge run. Because I didn't realize you could effing, like, quick save in it until halfway through the effing game. Oh my effing god. Made it through half the game on a freaking challenge run like that. Without dying throughout the entire effing stage. Confirmed access level 1, lock release, door will be opened, cool. Funky and fresh. Fran's egg has received yellow card key. Love it. Ow. That's mean. This is from Zelda. Don't do that. The amount of times the floors attacked me in video games is all of like 3 video games in my memory. And it's always BS when it happens. Oh heck yeah, blue capsule, whatever. Man, I love seeing a flashing button and actually just punching it. That is so effing cathartic. I want that button to be flashing again so I can punch it again. Oh my effing gosh. Reminds me of being at Chuck E. Cheese and doing like just the spider, like, I don't know. Yeah, just, man, it's so effing solid. Just block through those. I mean, I could have just walked around it actually. They don't change direction. That is something I feel like I could effing tease you about to the moon and back, and I'm not going to. Oh, is this cussing? Oh, mini boss fight. Now loading. Now loading. Jointa. Why'd I say? Oh, does he only come out of the holes every once in a while so you can only just pot shot him? Just cockroaches? Am I just dealing with someone's cockroach infestation of their ancient ruins? Ah, it's a centipede. Oh gosh. It can't be worse than the one in American McGee's Alice. Still. Well, they're gone now. Bug stuff. It's just a bug. Like, you're not wrong, but like I don't think it's hurt me. I don't think it can hurt me. It's just a bug. Probably, I believe it. Okay, yeah, there we go. But the entire time it's just running around. I don't think this stage it can hurt me actually. This is just... Okay, so... if I hit the wrong segment, they fall off and... Okay, it can attack me by biting me. Yeah. That's pretty funny. Yeah. Just... just can climb up. Oh yeah, I can grab you while I'm spinning. That's a thing. You say before I even died. Ye of little faith. That's true. Well, that's One Piece down. What defines One Piece being down in this? Is the show finally over? Okay, so I can't attack the bot anymore. I need to attack that. And that's where the actual issue with this fight comes through. Yeah, maybe if I get rid of all the segments for it, that's fair. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's not inherently a bad fight. Is this gonna be... Okay, no, it just loads in. It's not gonna do the little cutscene that I totally missed because I was talking to you. And I was like, oh, is this a cutscene? It's whatever, it's recorded. Oh gosh, this is gonna take up so much room on the computer. It's like several hours. I need to invest hardcore in a lot of hard drives, don't I? Oh god, especially if I'm gonna be streaming and uploading. I need to look into if I upload like a VOD or whatever on YouTube. Can I re-download it onto my computer? Can I just use YouTube as a cloud storage? Is that something I can just do in my free time? That would save so much effing room for half the stuff. That's fair, E.G.G. Like, E.G.G wasn't exactly like a bad platform whatsoever. The issue was they just got rid of everything and started locking it like behind. What's that? I believe they started locking it behind like various captcha style stuff. Like E.G.G used to have a bunch of stuff, and I feel like it stopped posting all the stuff it used to have on it. So you'll click E.G.G links nowadays, and it's like, what was this? This link's just broken now. And it's so often so like, annoying. Yeah. Oh, that's what it was. I think they started deleting photos from old accounts that did not verify, like, hey, yeah, don't delete my crap. And that's what happened. Yeah, just walk directly. Yeah, boy. Yeah. I wonder if technically constitutes it. Dropping health upgrades too. Or both many things. Also, I don't know what that's calling it. This game. Energy cells. Whatever. Oh, right, they explode. I'll take the L there. That one was on me. No. No, that's on me. That's on. Get some health pickups. Oh, hey, health pickup. Yeah, it feels a bit odd design-wise. Like, obviously health pickups can come down, but it's not happening every time they're dropping down. Which means there's a variable to them dropping down. Is it just a random number, or is it my health being a certain amount? Is it a certain amount of heads or segments I destroyed explosion style? What's the determining factor of that coming down? The issue is actually being able to do that. Oh my goodness. It's annoying because they kind of take, like, you know, you played those, but they take precedence in, like, movement. They easily push you around everywhere. So it's, even if you want to go one to hit a certain spot, if it just takes a random turn like it constantly does, the solid thing that's going to happen is it's just going to push you out of the way and you're not going to be able to hit where you want to hit. Because it just took a random turn. This is another bit that feels incorrect. It just does a random amount of damage during that. I can't do anything to break out. I've had it do it a small amount of times. I've had it do it a large amount of times. I don't know the defining factor of what that amount is. And lastly, the other... Yeah, that's just a lot amount of times right there. Part of the issue with the actual boss fight is it's not really following a pattern. If it's simply... It's annoying because all they need are tracks on the ground for each opening, and that's just where it, like, follows, kind of, sort of. That's all they need for this to actually be an uninteresting boss fight, testing people's control of this battle system they have right here. That's it. But no, it's actually working on a weird RNG manipulation thing that I'm just going to assume is akin to... That was BS. Yeah, I'm assuming it works kind of like how the, what is it? People who visit your... Oh, that was the wrong one. Whoopsie-daisy. In Roller Coaster Tycoon or whatever, your visitors. When they're in a majority of scenarios where they can walk around, they have like kind of an RNG system of whether or not they'll turn a certain way or not at a fork. Yeah. They'll usually turn left, like I want to say 50+% of the time, especially in the maze setup. And I feel like that's just how this dude's AI works. He's just he's got an AI where he's kind of just RNG turning. So you can't really plan out how to hit him. And then after a certain amount of RNG turning, he has an RNG chance of going to leave. Because he'll just stay out for longer periods or shorter periods. It's not a certain amount of time. So yes, he's annoying, but it's because he's not designed well. But it's not such a bad design that it's horrible either. It's such on the... Like I said, the perfect way just to fix it was just have tracks that he follows. That's it. Like, the actual mechanics of going for the head, going for the segments, going for both sides isn't bad. It's the AI that's actually bad. And since he takes precedence when he's moving, I can't easily deal with his randomized AI. So we have this action RPG or action game where I'm fighting a boss, and it's not a matter of really skill. Me being able to hit the next segment that I need to get off just to hit his head safely is officially RNG now. And that's when it becomes BS. That's when the boss actually becomes annoying. That's when, like, if I'm playing Bloodborne or freaking Dark Souls, I start to get pissed because it's like, nah, man, that was not my fault. Like, even then, I didn't go for the freaking... I'm not going for the back. But he's just turning it such a haphazard way that it's... Exactly. So basically, all I'm doing is just trying to get into him, twisting around me and me punching him. And that's about all I can do. Oh, no. The guide's suggestion, arguably the safest way, is to just avoid him during all this and wait for the moments when he's completely just the segments and heads, like I just done. Yeah, like arguably it's... Yeah, there's... Get good. Long story short, get good. Yeah, but it's not every time he throws you against a wall. It seems to just be a random chance of when he throws you against a wall. He moves faster than you do. Yeah, funny how, like, it's just so close to actually being good. Oh no, I mean, yeah, I am enjoying it. I'm not having an issue with it, baby. You don't see me getting tilted or anything. I'd understand why as a child. I probably would have as a kid too. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why I keep mashing buttons during those moments. There's nothing I can do when it picks me up. It either shakes me for like 5+ times or 3. But yeah, I'm not upset whatsoever doing it. No, I'm like, it's a good game. Like, the design is antiquated is what the issue is. And something being old isn't exactly a knock against it. We just have better stuff now. It's the same philosophy for when I was saying, yeah, like the tutorial nonsense is legit tutorial nonsense. There should have been some way explaining the fact that I can freaking dreidel. Yeah, I should be probably dreidling against this boss when I have a moment to. that will probably hit every segment, but you can still grab me in the dreidel. Because I tried the first time too. But in a game when you only have one effing game, it's still not an issue. Like, this boss having bad AI is still not an issue, because even though it's mainly RNG, you have the time to get the RNG correct. It's just a matter of throwing yourself at it. Is that good game design? No. But it's the game design of a lot of things during the era. It's just the long and short of it. There are a lot of games that arguably just had that. That doesn't make them better or lesser. It's how it was a lot of the time. Do I think they should not have done this? Yes. Does that make me think this game sucks? No. It just is. Dreidel boy. Now loading. Jointer. Yeah. Not a freaking Kingdom Hearts scenario. Okay, that kind of works. Yeah, I think I was able to just hit him head on while spinning when I had enough speed. This is another, like, BS scenario right here when there's a lot of... I wasn't moving during that, and he just zeroed in on me. And that's just a lot of hits. Not every time, just... Getting enough to charge up that is just... Dude, can you not do that many? We just started this fight, man. Oh, wait. Oh. But during this moment where there's a lot of segments, they push you around. There is nothing you can do if you're just stuck against... Yeah. But yeah, if I can get movement going during this moment, I can hit his head and he cannot actually bite me. The issue is getting charged up and hitting his head, basically. Oh, nope. Nope, actually, apparently I was wrong. Maybe I didn't have enough charge. Maybe I'm just... Cool. At least seems to... Nope. Actually, yeah, he can just try to grab you while you're doing that. It would have been the right design choice. Gosh dang it. It is so close to an actual fine boss fight. That's the annoying bit. It is so close. And then it's just RNG on top of everything. Like, I'm not pissed that it's unfair. I'm pissed that it almost is. Okay, let me go get more health. Sometimes. Yep. I have a feeling there's probably a lot more RNG in this game than most people realize or acknowledge by the looks of it. At least AI-wise. Oh well. It would help if I wasn't constantly getting my face smacked to get help. That's arguably what feels kind of wrong too, attacking-wise. I feel like I don't have enough reach. I'm punching. I feel like I need something to attack with. I feel like I'm... not using a tool. By Zelda standards, I'm not using a sword. Okay, let's try this. Safely slash smoke. During these moments, go for that. These moments. RNG. Your RNG of the direction you go. The heck was that? That was a move I've never seen them do. The backside charged at me with like movement stuff. Like it had movement trails. I've never seen that. It didn't do a lot of damage, but it did some damage. I wish the explosion stunned the heads. Like I said, it's just so close to being okay. In fact, the fact that it can climb up anywhere is actually another demerit. Like, when it's by itself, it's like, yeah, maybe I can chase it around, and until it's going to this one of the holes, I'm fine still chasing it around and hitting it. No, it can climb up against any wall. Yeah. And just, gosh, dude. Can you not have an explosion right now? There we go. Gosh, I flubbed every freaking punch when it was right next to me because it kept changing directions. That was a lot of lag for freaking hardware. Yeah. Seems like the main head has more health at the very least. I feel like I've taken down the back head multiple times. Which, once more, odd freaking choice. Bad choices design-wise. Freaking, something's exploding, I'm trying to walk away, and like, okay, main head's down. I think that's the main head at least. I keep forgetting they do that. Yeah, that's fine too. As long as I can actually reach that one before it freaking starts. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a charging gotcha. Gosh. Oh my effing gosh. Good. I just had to block that one. I couldn't get to it. Because, like, hitting them doesn't stop them from being a solid object either. They're still a solid object that you're running into, and if they just AI-wise decide, you're in the corner, man, you're just stuck in the corner. Yeah. All I can do is kind of try to block it. Once more, it's so close to being fine. Just any of the mechanics we've mentioned before, and it would actually be strategic and doable. It's just not. Oh my gosh. Oh, there. Yeah. It's just so much slower that it's like, yeah, it's fine. Got an energy. Both up. Good stuff. Let's see here. Oh yeah, sure. This totally isn't ominous. There's a person in there. Oh my gosh, I'm getting microwaved. Well, he doesn't have the memories of knowing to be afraid of those. Oh my gosh, I've got super cancer now. Is that what the heck kept happening to, like, Samus Aran or whatever when she, like, freaking got held by a Chozo statue? Got Flamestone. Burns enemies into anything that burns. Melts frozen enemies. Hold use item button. Okay, so now I get to equip this. I've got 3 schmiggling bobs, I guess, in the top left, and they'll break the crystal whatever. Cool, got it. Vines? Vine's been dead for years, honey. Everyone's upset about Vine being dead. We yearn for an era before Vine died. Better timeline. Better timeline when Vine still exists as a freaking social media platform. Okay, so it's in charge. Anyways, just oh, it's what you doing, man? Yeah, adorable. There's so many cute enemies in this. I think they're cute. We haven't read the manual. They may be like horrible monstrosities, and we just don't know it. They may be animalized men wiggling eerily. Just is that Rygar? I think that's Rygar. That's oh my gosh, these dudes are wrecking me. Turns out tiny men with swords and Dalsim robots are the perfect way to kill me.
That's for a higher level.
Oh no. This game doesn't technically have levels, and let me come here, so this is probably fine. Look at this. That's fair. Yeah. There's so many odd design choices in this. What other games did the studio who made this make? Sure, why not? I'm curious what the heck their catalog is. No, just look up, there we go, he's down. Look up Egg Elemental Gimmick Gear. Oh, it's the giant mother brain whatever. What? On, like, what? Honest Gamers? I've never heard of that site. Go to Metacritic. Like, the reason I know about this game is, like, it came up on a lot of lists back in the day of hidden gems for the system. And hidden gems of the genre. There we go. Hudson Soft. Okay, they've done stuff. I think they're like the Twin Bee. Birthday, that's who would be looking up first. Yeah, not the publisher. I do want to go curious. Because it's a kaiju game. That's the NES in Japan. Famicom. So that'd be NES and Super NES. So most there were Japanese only. I'm wondering if I'd recognize any of these. Yeah. I kind of want to go to, I don't know if there's anything to go do around here. I'm gonna pause real quick. It's been almost 3 hours of me streaming. I'm gonna look up what the heck's on the wikis. Maybe we should grab something to eat. It's like 11:30. I mean, we could. I've been streaming for like 2-something hours, almost 3. Ah, we do have D&D tomorrow. Yeah, okay, we'll call it here. Just what else? Okay. It's a VOD. Nobody else is in the stream. Nobody checked it out. What else? Streaming's working though. So I think I'm just gonna take this VOD and immediately upload it. Why the heck not? Just title it. This streaming's working. Elemental Gimmick Gear. We in there. Yep, calling it good. See about ending the stream and ending the recording.